Well, hello and welcome, everybody, to the My Little Cup of Tea event. Rightly so, it brings in Sinistea from Galar, which is rather cool, but I have to say first and foremost, thank you very much to Zumori for the expedition ticket. It's rather splendid, so I really appreciate that gifted ticket. It'll last for the whole of December. Now, this event has one fundamental flaw that I immediately dislike. It is this collection challenge. I can't keep this voice going. So, welcome in everybody. It's Dual Destiny. It's a brand new season. We've got a lot of new cool stuff to go and get. We might ditch the ridiculous bow tie very soon, but Just My Cup of Tea event does bring in Sinistea and its evolution Poltergeist. However, they are very much raid locked, so 1-star raids only. I see one-star raid in the nearby vicinity. It's going to take about half an hour to hatch, but this collection challenge is an eyesore and an insult to the Pokemon Go community. Basically, you do a raid for a Sinistea, which may be very difficult to find. And you get 10 of each berry. Now, I can't tell you how many berries I throw away on a daily basis. Probably 150 or more. But anyway, we do have some special research, or timed research, courtesy of the expedition ticket. Thank you very much again, Sumori. We have the timed research, which is doing 5 raids for, basically. And we have the brand new Dual Destiny, which will be a season-long research, I'm fairly sure. Looking at the new season, there are immediately some things that are really interesting. First and foremost is the new Dynamax that's dropped in. Dynamax Machop, we've actually got 2 that we can go and do. And my first tip for this new season, or rather for this week, people, is go and do those Dynamax Machop battles, because they're going to be prime counter versus Gigantamax Lapras this Sunday. But we see the return of Wooloo, Phalanx, and there's even a Beldum somewhere. It's not on this nearby, but it was if I take 50 steps to my right. Let's gloss over the raid, shall we? Because there is one spawn I've seen in the wild, which is quite nice. It's a seasonal spawn. Greavard is back in the wild, which is great. I need to get some XL for that. So let me know, are you excited for this new Dual Destiny season and what it has to offer? Because as things go, this event to begin with is pretty flat. Wild spawns are very average, as are the incense spawns. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. There is a Dynamax Machop up there. I'm going to finish my coffee and adventure up there. Here we are, our very first Dynamax Machop. 1-minute TV, we're just going to jump in and hit ready on it. Gigantamax Lapras is actually going to be weak to quite a few different things. You've got some options, which are the likes of the grass types of Rillaboom and Venusaur, Gigantamax or Dynamax, but you can also bring in your good old Toxtricities if you have the electric G-Max move on the Gigantamax one, and obviously the Dynamax, either form is pretty good as well. Maybe this is a 3-star battle. I didn't actually look at how many max particles it took from me. The next one I will observe. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, actually. We will not be abandoning anything at the power stop, but let's see. Could it be on raid number 1 or battle number 1? Well, it's not green, and 704. I think is it 726 or 736? In the ball, lovely. We only have to cross the road, and then we can go and get another one. It could be worse, it's an okay 3-star, but there's a Greavard. That and Slack Off, I'm very happy to see those back in the wild, but let's go and get another Dynamax and see. There's a 1-star hatching in by 5 minutes. Okay, it looks like Machop is actually a tier 2, but it still costs you 400 MP. Just as expensive as a tier 3, but easy to take down. While we battle this Machop, the new season is looking very interesting. We of course went over all the info in the previous video last week. There is another event that dropped, the news and info for it, the Young and the Wise, which basically is a hatch baby Pokemon event, plus focusing on some raid Pokemon that are somehow old. You've got Weirdeer back in 3 stars, you've got Drampa and Alakazam, among other things. It seems like a very weird, random event. Of course, none of these are counting towards the timed research, because battles and raids are very different things. And bam, not shiny, and 717 is a bit better than the last one. Might go and do a Beldum or 2 as well, actually. Phalanx, if you're really short of a fighting type versus Lapras, could be usable, but I would probably recommend a no on that front. There we go. 717, and it's a 89%. What's going to hatch into? Tell me. Hatching. Please be Sinistea, please be Sinistea, please be Sinistea. That and the female Frillish are the other 2 1-star raid bosses, and of course you're going to be hard pressed to find a damn Sinistea, the one thing for the event that's new. On paper I saw this event, I thought it's just done wrong. Sinistea should be in research as well. Apparently it's not. Apparently it's not in field research either, so you're literally raid locked into this thing, but then you're not going to provide the raids. That's not good in my book. Here's something that blows my mind. After however many years we've been doing events in Pokemon Go, they still can't get the raid spawn right. I mean, this is the beginning of a new event. It's been going for 2 hours. It is dead for raids, and I mean dead. And you look around and go, I need 1-stars, and everything is Frillish. It's all Frillish or Galarian Mr. Mime, which is really annoying. You have to go and be very lucky. I found a Sinistea with half an hour on it, so we should be able to get to that, but everything else is cataclysmically awful. To quote the infamous Clarkson, how hard can it be? We are running daily instants and hoping for some good fortune. We had kind of a week off, which is quite nice. Still played the game here and there, but we did 2 research tasks for Morpeko over the last event and picked up 2 hundos. Back-to-back checks were hundo Morpeko. Couldn't get them in the Halloween event, now have 2 of the damn things. Oh my god, the eggs for the 7km eggs for Galarian Corsola. I hatched probably the best part of 40 or 50 a day, maxed out every single day. Not a single shiny was hatched at all. Got 1 hundo Stunfisk, Galarian Stunfisk, courtesy of Barside, thank you very much, Paul. But everything else was trash. No Galarian Corsola shiny. We did get quite a few of them, but no hundo on them, so I'm trading those right now. Since we need to do quite a few raids, we've jumped into a Bombardier, thanks to K-Dunks and PoGoMiloUK for jumping in with me. We might as well do quite a few raids, considering the timed special research. Could it be? Not the shiny bird, unfortunately. There are a couple of field research tasks that we want to show on camera for Catch 25 Pokemon. By the way, everybody, let me know how you did on the Max Out Finale event with the eggs and the quests and God knows what. But this is pretty flat. Catch 25. Not that we had the mighty Pokemon for the wild area, and this is also a Pidgeot. So yeah, the research tasks for this event are very dead. We made it. With good amount of time spared. Blessed be the damn teacup. Sinistea in Pokemon Go, which is basically a ghost that inhabits a broken teacup as far as I can see. Let's jump in. Pinged out some invites, got 3 people in. Courtney's a ride, K-Dunks and Cherry. Thanks for jumping in. And finally, we can enter the Sinistea raid and get the damn thing taken down. So actually getting 50 candy organically is going to be very tricky to do on this. Now let's see what the IVs will be. Do not know the 100% number that we're looking for, but 616 is what we're going to kick off with. Obviously it can't be shiny just yet, but there is Sinistea, and we are definitely silver pineapping the damn thing, because who knows when we're going to find another one, because that raid game today seems to be awful. But we have the collection challenge ticked off, 9 candy, and into the Pokédex comes Sinistea, the British ghostly teacup. Have you heard of the mysterious ghost-type Pokemon Sinistea? I've heard it has more than one form. Have you really? They make their homes in different teacups. I'll bet your team leader can help appraise yours. See if we can catch another to learn more. Right. So they're going to make it a little bit more interesting. But there you go. It's a dead 2-star. What did I suspect? It looks like a phony form of Sinistea. I don't know what it's called. Legit? Our 30 berries. Honestly, I'm going to throw these away instantly. Dear me, we've worked up a bit of a sweat there. There is a Sinistea there. We saw it on Campfire. We're not going to make that in 6 minutes. That's too far to walk. However, I wonder if this is a bit like the Rockruff Dusk form. Do you remember earlier in the year? If you got a Rockruff on the nearby and you hadn't picked up the Dusk form already, it would show as a shadow. We've obviously picked up in Pokédex the Sinistea, but if you check here, that Sinistea raid is still a shadow. So I wonder if that's the other version. Lobby of 6. Thanks very much for everyone jumping in. I do wonder if it'll be the other form. It'd be very interesting to see, but we're taking in our phony Sinistea versus his other Pokemon. Lovely. Everyone else with the Veltal and Giratina. Nicely done. 629 is a bit better. Level up with people. No rare candy, but that is our 3rd raid of the day. I'm hoping a few Genesect start to hatch around here, to be honest. It's been pretty dead. So, it is obviously... I don't know why I'm in waiting in anticipation. Is this a... No, it's a phony Sinistea. Okay, so it just shows the shadow no matter what. At least it's another 1-star hatching in Lamas in, like, what is it, 25 minutes, but still. Thank you, K-Dunks from the Patreon squad. We actually had a remotable Sinistea. So... 618. Thank you for the invite. I'm not going to bother with the lucky decks, honestly. Trying to find somebody to trade multiple of these to hopefully get a lucky is going to be hard enough. Obviously this is dead, but it's also a phony form again. Hopefully it'll be a Sinistea in the shopping centre. It actually is, oh my god. Sinistea number 4. Chris and Inga and K-Dunks. Okay, time to see what 6:30 on the dot actually is. 9 candy. 3-star. Could be worse. 4 minutes of daily incense left. No G-Bird today, but That's how the cookie crumbles. And that's making me hungry. And here we are. This is the final Genesect form or drive that was shiny eligible, or needs to be. 1890 is not too bad. It's 1916, I believe, for the 100%, or 2395 in snowy or rainy weather. Thanks to Jofu Fei, I think it is, Kenna, and Stally62 for jumping on that one. But will it be not a shiny on number 1? I've got to be honest, the last one that was eligible to be shiny, I don't think I chased for it very hard. Was it Burned or Douse Drive? But it has Ice type Techno Blast. How useful that's going to be, I do not know. But the white drive, good luck getting a shiny. We'll of course be live streaming Raid Hour tomorrow. The final thing to do is to claim this research that's timed. I believe this is just event stuff, it's not paid or anything. So check 1 is going to be, wow, a Spritzy. My goodness me. Check 2 is the Morlul. Would have been nice to have that as a shiny. The second to last is a Graveyard. Can't be shiny yet. This gives you the only free Sinistea of the entire event. And there you go, 4, 7, 8. Let's Silver Pineapple and see if we can actually evolve one. Actually, we'll evolve one. And please, 93. It could be worse, but hey, we'll put some rare candy into it to get this Poltegeist evolution here on the video. Could be worse. I didn't even check if it was a phony form or whatever. The chase for this event very much is on, but honestly, very best of luck trying to find these raids. There is Poltegeist, such a tiny little thing. Hysterical Pokemon, but double decks for the video. I like that. Poking its head out of the teapot. Well, let me know what you think of this event to kick off December. I definitely think it's a more easy one. Oh, we've got to win more raids. There's a second page to the damn thing, for Christ's sake. And with that, we can conclude this My Cup of Tea event video for the day. We should be back out later in the week, and I'm hoping to find some more Sinistea raids. Perhaps it's just the fact that it's day 1, there aren't very many of them. But as always, a massive thanks to every single person who's over on the Patreon squad. A couple of new members, thank you so much for joining, the fresh faces. But everybody who's on the rolling credits at the end of every single video here are very much the reason we're able to continue doing this, the live streams, kind of wild event travel, and also things like LA Sinnoh Tour, which we've actually managed to book flights and we've got some accommodation sorted, so we were 100% going to that. Thank you, all of you, for making that a possibility. Now, I don't think many people saw the video last week. It was a bit of a dead event, but if you want to join for Genesect's Raid Hour that is happening tomorrow, 6 PM GMT, comment below, including your in-game name and your friend code on this video. I'm going to add a few people. Hopefully you can get the shiny red Genesect. It's a good shiny, but if you enjoyed what you saw here, go and check out one of the 2 videos over there on the screen. And of course, hit the subscribe button down below to stay tuned for more Pokemon Go content and travel content and goodness knows what. But there's plenty for you to go and choose from. Some wild travel bits and pieces, and maybe have a look back at some live event travel from earlier in the year. But until the next time, do take care.